It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, DeBartolo. This is episode 2037, recorded Thursday, April 24th, 2025. Suck it up! On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has some gadgets from an Anker press event. We got a mini What the Heck Is It? And a gadget that sucks, but it should. Plus the last of my rainy day gadgets, all next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the Sandman Show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Here he is, Dr. Doom of gadgets. I don't know, I was trying to think of a villain.
Well, after, what is it, 15 years of this, it's pretty hard to come up with something.
I know. There's I know I've repeated a few. There's been a few that I've just been daydreaming and in the last second I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to come up with a name to call the kitty. It's the gadget guy.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's keeping track. To tell you the truth.
No. That would surprise me. One day I run across the Wikipedia page that's constantly been updated with everything. Yeah, that does not exist. Maybe one day when AI can just scan it all.
Oh yes.
Just scan it all. Just go in there, figure it out, make the document, track what he says.
Why don't you just let AI make up a name for me if it's so smart?
See, the problem with AI is context. You gotta tell it a lot to make it output. You just say, called it, well, let's try it. Oh, why not?
Yeah, try it.
Let's try it. I may have to log in here. Yeah, I have to log in. So, hey, as I'm logging in, tell people about what you did this yesterday, was it? Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was last night, and that's the reason Fizz is going to be tomorrow night. And, well, you want to run that little video in the background?
Yeah, totally. Here, one second. I'm popping this out so I can log in.
So
behind the scenes.
We were like the only people, Larry and I were the only people shooting video, and Larry was very nervous. I think we should be doing this. So the video is very jumping all over the place, but at least you'll get to see some stuff. So the exhibit space is something brand new called Pen 2. Huge, right next door to Madison Square Garden. A big deal was their Thunderbolt 5 docking station, where you can hook up, I believe it is 18 devices. Oh, there are 14 devices, 8K. It's available, I think yesterday it became available. I don't see it on Amazon yet. It's going to be $400, $399.99. But with all the prices, they said they will be fluctuating. This was kind of interesting. This is a new, actually, you can put up the audio for this.
All right, I'll turn that up.
They do something unique.
Here, I can also go back a bit. We can hear it all.
The X1 projectors, they are 4K. They do something unique. When you turn the projector on, it'll put a white light out. The white light will turn on a camera in the projector, and the camera will find the screen, and slowly the image will automatically fill the screen exactly and focus itself. And the spokesman said, even if you were off axis, the projector would get the video and put it on the screen exactly where it belongs.
And then, so this is kind of interesting because they have new UV cleaning device with hydrojet
technology, is it? Whoa!
Wall washing technology. And I can talk over this. Okay, so I thought, it must be a new printer that when it prints the document, it brings it over to you because of the wheel. But then it turns out, I think this is totally new for Anker, they're getting into lawn care.
Oh.
With 2 new mowers, which have 3D cameras, which the person said the mower just knows where to mow. So I'm not sure about that. The video ended there.
Oh, there you go.
And there was one other fascinating thing about that laser projector. If you walk in front of the projector, it cuts down the laser light in case you happen to be facing the projector. So it's like an eye protection
Oh. With that camera, it can tell that, like, oh, there's a person here.
That a person is walking in front of the screen or in front of its
Really
projection.
cool. I can't believe they were playing. They're not like us behind you. That song was very funny. That was.
Oh! You didn't even think about that. Are they gonna?
No, it's fine. It's very fine. It's just very funny. The part that was playing at the time. Anyway,
well, they don't miss a trick. The going away gift.
Oh wow!
Does this look familiar to you?
It's a tile. It's an air tag. What the heck?
Isn't that a riot? They're in everything.
Now, what service does that use? Is that
it says worked with Apple Find My.
This is a thing. They've opened up that service a few years, I think a year and a half ago, something like that. Yeah, you can use that with the Find My service, which is fantastic.
Oh, okay. But it also on the back, Google, and so it works with Google too. It looks exactly like a tile.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people. I mean, basically, when Apple kind of opened that up, and even the Android system kind of opened up. I forget what it was called, but a lot of them just were like, okay, we'll use their service and we'll start just making the devices. So Anker's doing that too, which is pretty cool.
You don't actually. Can you find Scooter X's? He said that it's already on Amazon.
Yeah,
it went by, and I'm just wondering, is it $400 or are they doing a special?
So here it is.
Oh no, it is okay.
So it's not on Amazon yet, but it is on their website.
Oh, okay.
So you can find it there. Thanks, Scooter X, for the link.
Okay.
So there's that, and then The Verge did an article about the projector. Which is really, really cool.
The projector, I think, is $3,000. Yeah.
Holy moly! But it's bright.
3,500 lumens.
And then it's a 4K.
It's a 4K.
Yeah, 4K. Yeah, that's
and comes with dynamite stereo speakers.
Yeah. It's lowering in price, but the jump from 1080 to 4K in projection technology is like a big jump. It's a huge jump. You can get a lot of inexpensive, pretty good projectors for 1080p resolution, but when you jump to that 4K, it's not the same as televisions, where it's like, like television is like, oh, it's 4K. What is this, 8K? Is this 16K? I have no idea. Okay, I'll just buy that. In projectors, it's really hard to get up to that higher resolution. So that's cool. That's really, really neat. Okay, hey, you wanted to ask ChatGPT a question.
Oh, yes.
So I'm starting it up. Hey, I'm Chad Johnson, co-host of the Giz Wiz. Ever so to make a title for, I should say, Dick DeBartolo. The other co-host. I'll just keep going.
And I need to, make up a title.
10 ideas for
the title.
Yeah, for wacky things to call him after the intro plays. Here we go. Let's see.
Reasoning.
Just thinking about it. The Sultan of Circuitry. The Duke of Duct Tape Dispensers. The Baron of Bizarre Buttons. The The maestro of misfit. They all rhyme. They don't. Do I always rhyme them?
No.
No, I just like the conductor of gadgets. Yeah, no, they don't need a rhyme. Here, let's say, 1 second. The Pope of pointless plastic products. Too soon, ChatGPT. Too
Yes,
soon. What the heck?
Don't start voting for me. I don't want to go to Rome.
Not need to rhyme.
Now, will it remember what it's working on?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll not. Just give me 100 job titles that fit. And there we go. Let's see what it does. Here's a big old list of 100 wacky gadget-themed top-tier titles.
Oh, it's still doing it.
It didn't. It did not. The heck? Okay, we're gonna stop this. Stop. Got to 48. They rhyme. Why? Okay. It still doesn't quite get that it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to have a beginning and an end, but whatever. The director, the supreme commander, chief operating officer.
Okay, you can just use those.
Just use the senior analyst. I don't think inspector general, Inspector Gadget. That should be like our mascot. Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, this is AI can do a lot, but it also needs all the context you can possibly give it.
The strange thing about AI was the first time I ever used AI, I just said, AI, write 20 match game questions.
Right.
And it did it.
Oh, yeah.
It knew what match game was.
Yes.
And 3 of them were actually very good. And since then, they just suck at what they put out.
Yeah.
It just puts out garbage.
Yes.
I said, do Dumb Donald. Dumb Donald was so dumb he ate a blank. Dumb Donald was so. Anyway.
Yeah. And it's funny because I've seen it do some insane things like pull, I don't know, like code or like make a website tree or like, you know, it can do some great things, but there's always like a thing it got wrong or something that it didn't quite work. I'm really curious to see when AI gets introduced into real platforms and real software. Like, could you imagine, I can imagine, I think that this already exists to an extent, a software development platform where it's not just a chat. It has access to all the files of your software. It knows what stage of the process you're at, you know, where it, you know, it can see, you know, everything. And then when it makes a change, it would only make a change to like a line of code, you know, that type of thing. But like, we're not there yet. Those tools, I think, are being created. You know, I've seen many AI tools that kind of work together in a similar way. Like, you know, I've seen it in the study realm and stuff like that. So, anyway, that is what I find exciting about, and if it could do that, that would be awesome. This might be the longest host chat we've ever had.
Yes. Well, that's it. Good night, folks. I'll do letter of the week, and we can save the videos for another time.
Let's start talking about some gadgets, shall we?
Yeah. Here's a mini, what the heck is it?
A mini, what the heck is it?
What the heck is it? So we're going to start with this.
Whoa. Kind of looks like
no idea. Okay, now this may tip it off. This.
I was going to say maybe a fan, like a cooler.
Charger of some kind?
A charger, okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
the computer?
I find this astounding.
Is that a full computer in there?
Quite amazing because
No way.
Dennis said, I need a new computer.
No.
And I want Windows 11, but I want to get rid of that big tower in my office. So Dennis,
This is
Your new computer.
Windows 11.
That is like a joke.
Computer.
Oh my God.
That is actually that
kidding
is
me?
satirical. That
is
is
this-
satirically small.
Are you serious?
Is this astounding?
We live in the future.
God.
We live in the
Let's
future.
take a
That's a
look at the
computer.
kit. The Intel chip.
That's amazing.
Windows 11 Pro. Just the power supply. That's it. Just a power supply. All right. So we will hook it up. 2 USB 3s. SD card slot. If you want to add memory. I believe this has 250K
256K.
solid state drive. Two
256 gigabytes.
HDMI outs, 1 gigabyte in, and headphone jack, and a lot of reviews on this. Pretty great reviews. The one problem is the USB-C is just for charging. Okay,
There's
it
an easy
is
seat for the power.
EMK Tech.
Does it just not
And
have
as I
another
said, it's gotten some
USB-C
great reviews.
port?
It does not.
I
We're gonna
see.
hook it up in Dennis's apartment.
One hub,
see
one
how it
USB hub
All right,
will solve
it's
that.
Yes,
up and
exactly.
running. We're in Dennis's apartment. His old computer and his new computer. Okay. Now it does have a lot of wires coming in and out. All right. We're hooked up to internet.
That is too funny.
We're using the headphone jack to power his speakers. And we're using one of the monitor outputs. It has 2 monitor outputs. And now we will see how video is on. You know, this monitor looks great, I'll tell you.
It's time for the Giz Wiz with Maz Mattis Writer.
I can't believe it has 2 video outputs. You can have 2 monitors on that thing?
You could.
2025. Below
You could.
Anyway,
And
that looks-
resolution
this
is
a Vizio monitor. Monitor's like
4096
5 years
by
old.
2160.
episode of the Giz Wiz.
But,
Diggity
boy, I
has
think
a
this looks
gadget
pretty
for
great.
grandparents.
I did a speed test. Okay. We're hooked up to FiOS. 941 down.
That's crazy.
939 up. Okay, and then we'll go over to the Amazon page.
Oh,
Can you
quick,
believe
Chad,
this
the price. Look.
What?
I think it went down a little. Right now it's $144.
What?
It is.
And then let's go to
What?
a few
The
of
entire-
features. It's the N97 Intel chip.
Anyone who owns a company should
256
upgrade all their
gigabyte,
computers like
solid
instantly.
state drive,
All those old like
12
computers that are
gigabytes
working
of
around
RAM.
companies.
Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5, dual display, and Intel UHD graphics, 4K. I think this is pretty spectacular. I didn't look at reviews. Okay, almost 900 reviews, okay? 4.5 stars. And Dennis is thrilled with it. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You're using it right there in that video, right?
Yes.
Seems fast
Yeah.
enough. Seems fast enough. So that's crazy. So let me open her up, and look at the stats. Look at the. I mean, that's crazy. So the one thing, it's an Intel processor. This
Right.
Alder Lake in 97. You know, it's kind of like, what the heck is that? Just kind of looking for that, and it mentions that it's just a low-power 4-core, 4-threaded CPU.
So he just needs it for emails and browsing the web.
Right. My worry when it was so low priced was that it was like an Atom processor or like some other type of thing, but it is an Intel processor. I've seen NUCs before. So Mr. Dave in the chat is saying, have you seen a NUC before? Which is the next unit of computing, which Intel tried to coin, I'm pretty sure. it was during the era of the ultra slim notebooks, and
Oh yes.
they realized, hey, we can use these chips from these ultra slim notebooks and stick them into desktop computers that are teeny tiny. And so that's what they did. So I've known of NUCs, before, which you'll notice that even on here it's does it say NUC? I thought it did.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't it say NUC somewhere on here? I thought it did. Did I read that anywhere? Anyway, but yeah, so that's.
And there are a million. I never even knew about this category.
I know.
I knew about the small computers, but not that small.
This is what I saw on their website, the Nuckbox G5. This is their website.
It's even cheaper. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You can get different stuff. I mean, like 12 gigabytes of RAM is awesome. My biggest worry is literally the CPU. Like, the RAM is fine. I know that Dennis isn't going to be doing any gaming, so that's not an issue. My big worry would be the CPU. It has a solid state drive, which will be fast enough. It's not a spinning drive, so that'll load apps
And a
stuff.
card slot.
And a card. I wish my tower had an SD card slot. My PC doesn't, and it's massive. You could fit 16 of those little
And
computers.
I
in mine.
believe there is a room in there for a second SSD card. I believe you can.
That's crazy.
double
I
the
love that it has two USB ports out, or two. Oh my gosh, HDMI is what I was literally reading right there. Two HDMI ports out. That makes it very simple. It has a gigabit switch inside of there, so you can get up to 1,000 megabits. The issue is it doesn't have USB-C, but it has USB-A. I'm impressed.
I am too. Dennis is thrilled with it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Mo came over and said, I can recycle this to a friend of mine. I said, well, I have an old computer down here too. He said, okay, I'll take them both.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is like, what the first thought I had was like, back in the day when cell phones kept getting smaller and smaller, there was like a little joke of like people would like peel open little cell phones. Like, that's what that computer is actually in the future. Like, it has only space for the ports that are on the back of it, and then it looks like a little cookie. Like, what on earth? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was great. So we took it up there. We just plugged this monitor in it, plugged the speaker into the headphone jack, the mouse and the keyboard into the two USBs, and he was off and running.
That's great. That's great.
With Windows 11 Pro.
Windows 11 Pro. That's the other fantastic thing, is it's Windows. It's not like some distro of Linux or something strange.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Should we...
Okay. Gadget number 2 is right here.
I'm doing a gadget that I needed kind of badly, okay? It is a new Dirt Devil compact Indora Light vacuum cleaner. Now, it did fit in that box. You only had to attach the handle. There are 2 accessories in here. Brush and one of those drape things, and they can go on there.
And don't look, but come up with a price for this,
Now,
Chad,
why did I
after I'm
select
done.
this vacuum cleaner? Okay.
Man.
So
now I don't know
Dennis
what to
has
think.
a rug in his apartment. I have a couple of throw rugs and bare floors. And so I just had an Auric hand vacuum. And one day, this is
kind of a funny
6 or 7
story.
years ago, I'm leaving my building, and next to the garbage cans is a Dirt Devil vacuum cleaner. It looked exactly like this. And I thought, let me just take it inside and see if it works. So I emptied it out, okay? And the reason I love this thing is to empty it out, you push that, take the canister off, bring it to a trash can. I'm assuming this one works the same as the one that, open it up in the trash. It goes out, and then this goes back in like that. And I emptied it. This was totally empty. I ran the vacuum over the floor, and I came back. It was filled to the top with cat hair. And I'm thinking,
Cat hair?
where did the vacuum get all that cat hair? And then I remembered someone in the building has 2 Maine Coon cats. And I looked online to learn
Transferred?
about them, and someone said, "Do they shed a lot?" And the answer was, they shed tremendously. And then I realized that maybe the person threw the vacuum out because it's not picking anything up, because it's filled with cat hair. And every time I used the vacuum for the next 2 months, this would be filled with cat hair. But
It
the
must have been in
vacuum
all the
started getting
hoses
better
and-
better at suction. And then I changed. There are 2
That's
filters.
crazy.
I changed the filters. Used it for, like I said, 5 or 6 years. And then one of the wheels fell off and it's getting wonky. So I thought, I'm just going to buy the exact same vacuum again, which I did, and I will do a little demo. The other thing is, this is an amazing value. I asked Dennis what he
What's your-
thought
what's
the
your guess,
vacuum
Chad?
was, and he took a guess. at
Gosh, I
200.
mean, I'm going to
Chat
say,
room, quick,
now
before
know as a
anybody
deal
else
like
take a
120?
guess.
Okay.
Okay, this vacuum was $55.
Whoa!
$54.99.
Dennis guessed 199.
Wow.
3 days ago. All right. So the cord is still not in the cord holder, so I will undo that. Cord wraps around here. The hose disconnects here to use either of those attachments. Okay, and it goes in. This is also good. My vacuum, it just did not have a clip.
It was tapered and they
Unless this
just
thing was
put it
broken
in
off
and
and I
you
didn't
didn't,
know.
it didn't lock.
But now this locks in place, which I like. And we'll plug it in. And we may have to fight off Charlie, because I'm going to throw some cereal on the floor. One of Charlie's favorites. Do my little demo here. Charlie usually comes running when he hears anything. If you have a dog, you
A
know.
bag.
They can sense
Yes,
any
the
crinkle.
opening, the opening of
Yes.
anything.
The
All right.
the thing is also is Charlie
This
is
rug has
afraid
been
of
here
machines.
since Dennis
Right.
moved in.
So-
the rug is like,
So
think he
he's going to have to
decided
fight the urge to
has
eat with the
some
fight the urge to run away from the
embedded dirt.
Yes,
dirt
yes.
devil.
so we're just seeing how it does. Getting off it does not have a light on it, which is okay. I didn't need that. There is all the junk in there. You just
No
push
cat
that,
hair.
empty it,
None.
and there's a filter up here.
I thought the cat hair
which the
was
other one did
sneaking
not
into
have.
your
So
apartment.
this
Now I
is
realize it was
added, new.
stuck into the
And the filters
old
are
one.
$4 each to replace them. So all in all, I think this is great. Things are picking up.
It's a gadget that sucks. We made that joke every
Yeah.
time we see a vacuum.
Yes, absolutely. But it's supposed to.
Exactly. It's what you get, folks. It's what you get.
Yeah.
That's great. That is fantastic. I cannot believe the price. It seems like a
Neither can I.
great vacuum for the price.
And look at the ratings. Almost 13,000. What is it? 12,000.
12,860 reviews. Do you do that? Do you just rinse it under the sink?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The filter gets, and then if you need to replace it, they're $4. I think it was $4 for $15 or something.
Look, that is not a Maine Coon, but it's a cat. Yeah, Maine Coons are big. Maine Coons can get like dogs.
Yeah, and it's under 10 pounds.
That's really great.
I think it's just great.
That is great. That's great. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Okay. Our final gadget is this.
Oh, I'm not ready. Here we go. It is this.
About a month ago, we had a little camping lantern that was really neat with a lot of special features. But it was very inexpensive. And by the time the show aired, they had run out of inventory and it was not available. So now I found one with similar features, actually more features, and more pricey. So we're going to take a look at it. Ta-da! I know Chad likes camping lanterns.
I do.
I think he even owns a tent. Imagine a person
multiple.
who owns a tent. Kind of unheard of when you live in New York City.
Multiple tents.
This is like a piece. This is like a piece of machinery here. Holy cow! All right,
I like it. It looks like something from the Alien movie or something.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
You're right. It's like
wow! Look at
this. Whoa.
This is different than the other one because this looks like it lights top and bottom. Oh, it does. Okay. All right, so that's top. Dimmable. Oh, you know what? This is, what do they call this? Where you don't have to do the buttons.
Stepless.
Oh, look at, you can do.
The problem when you hit
Like the
soft
warm
white
light.
seems like orange
I
to
don't
me.
know, you know, instead of soft
Yeah.
white, it looks like it goes to
It just,
orange.
yeah, it's just tungsten versus daylight.
All right, so then, we have the battery power, 87%. All right, how far up can this go? Oh, boy. Whoa.
That's great. I could imagine that at a picnic table.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's always the most difficult.
This
Is
has feet.
it's night. You don't have light near your camp. A lantern
Now
is very
how much-
bright.
Now how much would
It's
you
one
pay?
point of light far away,
right.
typically
Yeah.
on the tree or on a pole far off
And-
of the table.
I'm trying to get the bottom to light up.
Oh,
Okay, there's the bottom. And does the bottom have unlimited dimming?
ooh! Oh, it's stepped.
Boy, that gets pretty bright. Okay, and let's see, we can go to a different color.
You also need a citronella candle. Oh, what? You have different colors?
Right. Disco tent.
Dun, da, da, da.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right,
Red
so
would
all
be
those
nice if you
colors.
didn't want to burn out your
It
eyes.
looks like you actually picked the color. There doesn't seem to be any way to have
It
it go
doesn't
through all the
pulse
colors.
to the music.
But there's a lot of control on this. So now you can control each arm separately. All right. And anything else we can do? All right. Oh, it's a 14,000 milliamp camping lantern, okay? It has power in and out. So you can use it to charge your phone. Waterproof. Giant magnet on the bottom. Dimmable, foldable.
It does look
for
like a
hiking,
person, a little
car
robot.
repair. Car sold separately. But as I said, ta-da! A little bit on the pricey side, $70. Any discount? 10% off, $7 off, so $63. Well, I know we're coming into the camping season. Little reflective strips on the feet. Oh, I see what these are. They go through here into the ground. I guess this is a good idea. So if
If
it's
you put it in
windy
the
out,
dirt,
where you want to make
Yeah.
it secure to hold it in place. It's unbranded, but it just says outdoor camping lamp, and there's no branding on the box that you can find it under many names. And I'm sure by this time, Scooter X probably found it for like $10.
he hasn't actually. I think
He hasn't?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Oh, and something I found out at the very end. It's also
Oh, a flashlight
flashlight.
on that end.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Seriously.
you know what? It's gone down in price. I just looked right before the show.
There's a 60 or 10% off coupon here.
Right, but it was $70 before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's 63 and 10, another $7 off, so it's like $55, I guess.
Yeah. That is really, really cool. A flashing alarm light. It says it has a colorful gradient in there, but who knows?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it,
yeah,
does,
so
it won't go along to any music like you were saying.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really, really cool. It really has everything. I love that it has the integrated tripod, the extendable arm, the multiple lighting options above or below.
Yes, and you can flip those up and down and turn them. It's got a lot going on.
You can turn the above and the below on at the same time, right?
I believe I did.
So yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably just couldn't tell because you were in a lit room.
It is a little confusing. It's one of those things where one button and then hold it in for another button and
Yes. There's like not enough buttons for everything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have on, off, and then you have plus, minus, and mode.
Did you try
and-
the suction mode? Apparently it has a magnet in it.
Oh, it has a magnet at the very bottom.
Oh, look at that. This is saying you could
Yeah.
put a water bottle on the side of your car with it attached.
Oh, if you wanted to use it as a warning, you probably, you know what?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
it has
gosh,
a
look at this.
tripod.
Would be me. This would be me. Stick it in my
And a
back.
tripod socket.
Oh yeah. Just stick it right out the top. Not. I'm just going hiking in the middle of the night. Nothing to see here. I love my
That is
midnight hikes. I
right.
love my midnight hikes. Gotta get those midnight hikes
right.
in whenever I can. Pretty cool. We love flashlights here on the Giz Wiz, so
Yeah.
that's a good one. It's time to get
Oh boy.
a lot more
the final.
crappy. Here we go.
No, you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. Well, let's just jump into the video because I really cover it all in the video. Okay, Dickie D, we are back at it again with another rainy day gadget. Rainy days are rare, and I still haven't had one here in Florida. They're almost as rare as a Jack Jack sighting. Jack Jack the cat is here with us. So I was thinking, what can you do on a rainy day when you're stuck indoors and you just can't go anywhere, and maybe you have to entertain the kids or possibly the grandkids, but there's a problem. Those kids or maybe grandkids, they are messy, and you don't want to get your nice couches or clothes or anything messy. This is the mess-free coloring kit. This is the Bluey edition. They had a whole bunch of different ones. In fact, I think there was even a Minecraft
Bluey.
kit. But as you can see, we are going to get markers. We're going to be able to color, but colors only show up on the special paper. I'm going to be testing that out. I'm going to be coloring all over myself. Okay. It shows a few of the designs that you can get on the back. I'm not sure if I'm going to get every single one. We're going to find out here. And that's really it. It was a really inexpensive gadget. It looks like maybe we got all of those designs. Holy moly. So we got those papers. We got those markers. I'm going to move my desk around a little bit so that we can take a look. And let's go through these. What is this? Okay, so they're connected. Is this 4? Whoa, this is 3. Okay. Look at that. And it's on the back, it says mess-free coloring. So we kind of know that. I was curious if, because like on a lot of these, the lines are so perfectly drawn. I was like, can you not mess up? Is that a feature? So we're going to be testing that. I don't think that's true because we're getting different colors. Holy moly. So that's a lot of them. I'm not going to open all these up because we saw them on the back. Let's choose one to draw. I like this little guy. Do I know the character's name? No, I don't. Here we go. The marker is clear. Look at that. We're gonna start by just drawing on the character. Whoa. That's kind of cool. It's like it activates a little bit after I draw. That's really, really cool. Now, if I go over where I drew before, ooh, it does. It kind of makes it darker even. Oh my gosh, I drew outside the lines. So my first theory was like, okay, I couldn't, but no, that's completely disproven. Whoa! What on earth is this? Whoa! Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so that was, what would I say? Teal? Okay, let's
teal.
test it out.
I meant to say coral.
Will it draw on me? Doesn't look like it. Will it draw on my shirt? Doesn't look like it. It looks like it got it dampened, is all it did. It just dampened my shirt. Okay, let's check out a new color. Blue. I'm just gonna go like this. Woo! That is really, really cool, actually. It almost looks like, it reminds me of like watercolor. Looks like there's a hidden design. I was wondering what Discover Hidden Designs meant on the back. So that was blue. What am I doing? See, what did I say? Your children are messy. They leave the caps open. They don't do as they're told. Let's check out that green. I just want to look at the color. And
It doesn't look very different on the video.
This yellow. That's really, really cool. We can draw in like some of their little popsicles. And we'll do that for that. Let's see if there's a hidden design back here. Oh my gosh! There is a little popsicle wallpaper. Let's see. The couch should be a certain color. Oh, I was hoping that the couch had like a... Oh, I think that was him. I think I just drew on the character. I obviously don't draw outside the lines.
Inside
I
the
think
line.
that this is pretty cool. I could see this as being a very fun rainy day activity. We're going to look at the current price online to get an updated view of the price, but I remember spending around $5 for this,
Wow, that's very good.
which I think is fantastic. And as we saw, I have a normal piece of paper even. We'll do this kind of, ooh, that kind of looks neat. Nope, it does not mark even on normal paper. Pretty cool stuff, and definitely a way to make sure it doesn't even need to be washable because it won't even mark in the first place. Back to you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think we've seen this stuff. If not, maybe we've even covered this at a trade show before. But getting it, there it is. Only $5. Lots of material to draw. Here's a few other
look at that.
characters. You got some Spider-Man. You have some Disney princesses. You got Paw Patrol. So yeah, just really, really cool little gadget to really pass the time. I think that's a fun one. What do you think?
Crayola has really expanded from.
They really
Crayon.
have. Michelle says my son had these back when he was younger. So yeah, I am a very bad drawer. I did not stay inside the lines at all during my review. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email is from Scott.
Not email. Oh, wait.
I mean,
You're right.
our gadget. Yeah. The email for. It's not the letter of the week.
Yes.
Scott Drunken Hunky Woody said that he went home for Easter and his mother dragged out a few of his old things, and we'll see them both in his video.
Diggy D. Appreciate all your content, and I really appreciate my mom on Easter Sunday drags this out from back in my days. I think this was 1999, It was a gift. She scratched that out. She didn't want me to see the price of it, evidently. I don't know. Who knows? But it is so awesome to see. I love it. I love it. I love
Alfred
it.
A. Neumann action
And also,
figure.
With that said, back episode 1506, I believe it was, you and Chad done a little lighter watch.
Oh, yeah. I remember the lighter
does
watch.
that still work?
Oh.
Indeed.
There you
Appreciate
go.
everything you guys do, and I love the show. Thank you.
That is fantastic. That's great.
That is great.
Oh
And
my
you know what?
gosh.
I said, I wonder if lighter watches, cigarette lighter watches are still around. I went to Amazon. There must be 20 of them. I sent a link to the page and there are all different types. Handheld, in a watch face, kind of. I don't know. Look at this.
You got digital. You got like an electric one. That's not even like a flame.
Oh, yes. We
It's like
did
an
a bunch of
ember.
those.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
Wow.
And they're cheap.
Yeah.
20 bucks.
Yeah. That one isn't a flame. It's just
that
shaped
one looks like
a
the
flame.
one yes. That one looks like the one in the video.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
$10.
Totally. That's really, really cool. Is this a lighter? No, that's just a cool looking watch. Sorry, that just drew my eye. That's really, really cool. That doll also, that was really, really, really neat.
The Alfred E. Newman doll, that's pretty neat. Oh, wow, $80.
Yeah.
Scott, do you know how much that is worth now?
Yeah, that one doesn't even have
That
the
is-
box. The one that's on
No.
eBay.
In the box, it's probably worth a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's really
very,
good.
Very
so
cool.
Scott, thank you. You will get the current issue of Mad. Chad and I are both in it. And we need more videos, okay? Anything to do with a gadget, if possible, landscape mode, 1 to 3 minutes. Anything to do with a gadget. So we love old stuff, but it could be something you just bought and love, something you just bought and hate. As long as it's a gadget, it qualifies. Put it up on YouTube. YouTube will give you a URL and email that to us at mail@gizwiz.tv. Do it right away. Okay.
Right
Get it
now.
something for next week. Yes, exactly.
As you're listening to the show, put it down in your calendar to record a video. We appreciate it. Thank you. With that, let's move on to the letter. Now.
Letter is from Carl with a K in Phoenix, Arizona. Dick, you showed the VCR co-pilot. I think that's last week's show. Do you remember VCR Plus, a device where you entered a code from TV Guide and the newspapers, I recall, to record your shows? I'm sending 2 videos. And here they are.
When you want to tape your favorite shows, does it turn into a big production? Not with VCR Plus, the one-step programmer that works with your VCR and VCR Plus codes. Those numbers next to the shows in your TV Guide and newspaper. Simply punch in the codes for the shows you want to tape. That's it. No more hassles. So program the old way or the new easy way with VCR Plus.
Now available at Kmart.
Kmart, baby.
And then Radio Shack had their own version of it.
With VCR Plus, anyone can program their VCR in one easy step. Just punch in the Plus code numbers from your TV listing.
Rooster sold separately.
VCR Plus sets your VCR and cable box for you, so you'll never have to miss your favorite shows.
That's actually a really cool product.
I say, what in the world's that N up to now?
Easy to use, easy to buy at Radio Shack.
Honestly, really, really cool idea.
For its time, it was kind of amazing because VCRs were a drag to set up. Just punch in those 4 digits.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm also curious how the tech worked. Did every digit correspond to just a time block that it understood?
That is interesting.
6,042. Okay, that's 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. on a Thursday. You're like, how on earth? That's really interesting.
Oh, Scooter found an article about it in the 1990s. Starting this week in Southern California, code numbers will be printed exclusively in the LA Times.
Oh my!
Oh boy!
I can't click that. I'm just
They were cutting edge.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
Carl, thank you for that.
All before TiVo. TiVo changed up the game. That's great. Okay, well, say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you for supporting us every single episode. We really, really appreciate the support. If you like the Giz Wiz and want to give back, please consider giving back at patreon.com/Giz Wiz, patreon.com/Giz Wiz, or our website, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and there's not only a big banner that'll take you to the Patreon page, but also a tiny little link that will take you to our PayPal, where you can donate via PayPal as well, if you want to donate that way. Head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, where we record the show and the Giz Fizz live just about every Thursday for the Giz Wiz, just about every Wednesday for the Giz Fizz, but it'll be recording tomorrow if you're watching the show live. And the website will update with the live stream when we're live 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time on Thursdays. Make sure you join the chat room. It is full of fantastic folks. It's the IRC that's just there on our website. This is the chat room that we use. So please join it and chat along with all of the fantastic community there. And you can catch our episodes there on our website or on our YouTube page or on Apple Podcasts, all over the internet. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website, where he, the original Giz Wiz, where he writes articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you're ever needing a reminder or a link back, that is the place to go. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? We still have another month with this gadget, right?
No.
This is
like
it.
Another week. Yeah,
we're almost done. If you have not guessed the gadget, you better now, because it's going away. This is an entire gadget, but you just don't know what it is. You got to guess. Let me guess here. I think that this is it's a banana corer, and then you can fill your banana with Nutella once you're done with it. If you think you know what this is, 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, but 12 Mad Magazines for funny answers. So get funny, get clever, get hilarious. Look at that thing, make up something, and send it in. The instructions are there on the website, gizwiz.biz. What are you playing for? This, the Mad Magazine. That I have right here as well. Really cool. We showed this off last week. It has the Snark Tank. What do you call this? Article?
Yeah.
Comic? Snark Tank comic?
Satire. Yeah.
There you go, satire. I love the artist. Tom Richmond? Is that right?
Yeah, Tom Richmond did. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Great stuff.
Amazing.
Great stuff.
Amazing stuff. There's me when I had red hair. There's Dick. It's just awesome stuff. So you're playing for this. You should definitely get in there, and now's your last chance. So get a guess on over gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.